Picture this. It's 3 a.m. You're lying in the dark, glued to your screen, watching an intense motivational video. You feel this massive wave of energy, right? You tell yourself, tomorrow is the day. I'm waking up at 5 a.m., I'm hitting the gym, I'm finally getting my life together. And you really believe it. But then 8 a.m. rolls around. The alarm goes off. It's cold, you're tired, and all that late-night motivation is completely gone. What do? You hit snooze. Again. You choose comfort. And you wake up hours later feeling guilty, frustrated, and annoyed with yourself. If this cycle sounds familiar, I need you to hear this. You do not lack willpower. You aren't just lazy, and you definitely don't need another motivational quote. The truth is, your brain is running on ancient survival code. And right now, it's being hijacked by a modern world built specifically to distract you. But today, we're fixing that. I'm going to show you the actual neuroscience of how to flip that switch and trick your brain into craving hard work. To fix your discipline, you have to understand why you choose comfort in the first place. Think of your brain like a very strict accountant. Before you do anything, it calculates effort versus reward. Thousands of years ago, getting a sweet piece of fruit meant climbing a 30-foot tree. High effort, high reward. But today, you can get a massive dopamine hit just by opening an app or ordering takeout from your couch. Zero effort, huge reward. Because of this constant stimulation, your brain's dopamine receptors become completely overwhelmed and numb. Science calls this down-ret relation. Think of it like this. Imagine eating a giant stack of sugary, syrup-drenched pancakes. They taste amazing, right? But if someone hands you a bowl of plain oatmeal right after, it's going to taste like wet cardboard. You won't want to eat it. Right now, your phone and your video games are the digital pancakes. You're drowning your brain in cheap, easy pleasure. Things like studying, reading, or working out, that's the oatmeal. And that is exactly why sitting down to do deep work feels like physical torture. Your brain hasn't lost its drive. It's just gone completely numb to normal life. But here is the really exciting news. Neuroscience proves discipline isn't just a personality trait. It is a literal, physical structure inside your brain.
There is a specific hub in your brain called the Anterior Midcingulate Cortex. Let's just call it the aMCC for short.
Think of this little area as the literal engine of your willpower. And scientists recently discovered something absolutely mind-blowing about it. When you do something you enjoy doing, the aMCC stays the exact same size. Nothing happens to it. You don't grow. But the exact moment you force yourself to do something you absolutely hate doing, like taking a freezing cold shower, or doing the dishes when you're exhausted, or studying for an extra hour, this part of your brain physically grows larger. When you do things that are difficult, the aMCC grows. When you do things that you don't want to do, it gets bigger. And when you do something that is boring or frustrating, but you force yourself to stay focused, it grows even more. This part of your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. The more you challenge it, the more it evolves. And as it grows, your entire identity starts to shift. You aren't just trying to be disciplined anymore. You are becoming a person of discipline. Suddenly, you're the one in the driver's seat. You're the one making the decisions, not your ancient survival instincts. You start to see the world differently. You see the shortcuts for what they really are. Distractions from your true potential. And in that clarity, you find a sense of peace that no amount of easy dopamine could ever give you. So, the next time you're faced with a choice between the easy path and the hard one, remember the aMCC. Every time you choose the hard path, You are literally building a stronger version of yourself. It won't be easy. It's not supposed to be. But that discomfort is the signal that you are growing. And one day, you'll reach the top and realize that the version of you who started this journey is completely gone. You'll be someone who doesn't need motivation because you have something far more powerful: discipline. So wake up, hit the gym, do the work, not because you feel like it, but because that's who you are. Your future self is waiting for you to flip that switch. Don't let them down. Today is the day. Let's get to work. Every time you push through friction and do the hard thing, you are literally building new brain tissue. You level up. You are lifting weights for your brain. So, how do we actually start growing this discipline muscle without burning out in 3 days? You can't just wake up and say, "I'm going to work for 10 hours straight today." That's a trap, and it's why you keep failing. That's like trying to fight a level 100 boss when you're only a level 1 character. You're going to get crushed. Instead, we use a simple 3-step system to rewire you. I call it the friction protocol. Let's break it down. Step 1. Defend the morning void. How you start your day dictates your entire brain chemistry for the next 16 hours. If you wake up and immediately check your phone, you are eating the digital pancakes right out of bed. You spike your dopamine so high, so fast, that the rest of your day will feel impossibly boring in comparison. For the first 60 minutes of your day, embrace the void. No scrolling, no cheap dopamine. Let yourself be bored. When you deprive your brain of easy pleasure in the morning, it naturally starts craving the dopamine from actual, hard work. Step 2. Micro-friction hunting. If you want to grow your willpower, you have to actively hunt for discomfort in small things. Treat your life exactly like a video game. Look around your room right now. Is your bed made? Are there clothes on the floor? Every single time you see a dirty dish and think, "Ugh, I'll just do it later. Ugh, sure about that." View that exact feeling as an enemy spawning. That ugh feeling is an alarm bell telling you it's a chance to level up. Wash the dish, kill the goblin, gain the XP. Use these annoying daily chores as your personal training ground. Think about it. If you can't conquer a messy bed, how will you ever conquer a $1 million business? Start small. How you do anything is how you do everything. Master the small friction, and the big tasks will start to feel easy. Step 3. The 5-second circuit breaker. Even with practice, when it's time to do big work, your brain will negotiate. It'll say, "Just 5 more minutes," or "I'll do it after this one video." You have to cut this mental loop immediately. The absolute second you feel hesitation, count backward out loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And physically move. Don't think, just act. By doing this, you completely bypass the emotional part of your brain. You force the logical part to take the wheel. Do not let your brain negotiate. You are the boss. The brain is the employee. The final piece to this puzzle isn't a brain hack. It's totally psychological. It's about your identity. Most people look at discipline like a life sentence. They think it's just about making yourself suffer for no reason. But they have it backwards. True discipline isn't torture. It's actually the highest form of self-love. Think about it. If you truly respected yourself, you wouldn't feed your body garbage all day. You wouldn't fry your brain with endless scrolling, or sabotage your future for 5 minutes of comfort right now. If you loved yourself, you'd do things your future self will be proud of. You'd put in the hard work today. Have you ever finished a grueling workout or a deep study session and thought, man, I regret doing that? Never. But we always regret the hours we waste doom scrolling. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. So stop saying, I'm trying to be disciplined. That gives you an excuse to fail. Start saying, I am a disciplined person. When you change your core identity, your actions automatically follow. So here is my direct challenge to you. For the next 7 days, pick just one micro-friction habit. It could be making your bed, leaving your phone out of the bedroom, or reading 10 pages a day. Just one thing. Just one thing. Expect it to suck. Expect your brain to throw a massive tantrum. But you have to push through it. Because when you push through that friction, you will finally realize just how powerful you truly are. If you accept this challenge, comment, I am disciplined, down below right now. Lock in your new identity. Hold yourself publicly accountable to doing the work. Your brain is ready to be rewired. You just have to start. Hit the subscribe button if you want to keep upgrading your mind with me. But listen closely. I'll see you out there. Don't watch another video. Close this app right now, do the work. Put the phone away, and go do the work. I'll see you next time.